Hello. Today's SMT session, we're going to be explaining the single and dual voice sessions. Now, if you've logged into the app and you scroll down into one of the categories like we are showing here, you've got Create Your Enchanted Forest for Stress Reduction, and you've also got Create Your Enchanted Forest for Stress Reduction. They're both SR01. One has a DV, the other one has an SV. The DV will stand for dual voice, the SV for single voice. And what we wanted to do is explain that difference for you today, so as you're scrolling through, you may know what that difference is. But basically, the dual voice is going to help to get the suggestions deeper into the mind, which we'll explain in the next slide. But if someone is elderly or hard of hearing in one ear, then the single voice works best. So basically, the self-mastery technology's goal is to create whole brain learning. And the dual voice visualization system is basically just a unique recording process with two separate voice tracks that are spatially placed to help synchronize the right and the left hemispheres of the brain. So as you can see by this diagram, the left brain is more analytical, more logical. The right brain is more creative and imaginative. So in those dual voice sessions, the right ear is going to be hearing the information for the left brain, which is going to be suggestions that are more logical and analytical. The left ear is going to be hearing information for the right brain, which is going to be more creative and imaginative. So with this whole brain learning system, the brain is accessing the specific information that's pertinent to the right brain and to the left brain. So that's the biggest difference. In the single voice session, your brain is going to be able to sort them out, but with the dual voice session, we're specifically targeting the areas of the brain with the suggestions that are specific to it, whether it's analytical and logical or creative and imaginative. So that's the big difference with the dual voice system. Now, one of the things along with the system is hearing all of the information at one time. So this is a picture from the book Biology of Belief that will help explain the big difference between the subconscious and the conscious. So visualizing the information processing powers of the conscious and the subconscious minds, consider the image of Machu Picchu, which is the top one. It's comprised of 20 million pixel dots, each representing a bit of information received by the nervous system in 1 second. So in 1 second, your subconscious mind is aware of those 20 million bits of information. Now, how much of that information enters the conscious mind? Well, that's the picture below. And again, the lower picture, the dot represents the total amount of information that's processed by the conscious mind. And actually, this dot, the author points out, was expanded about 10 times its size because you wouldn't be able to see it. It was barely visible. So in contrast, as you can see here, the powerful subconscious mind processes all of the remaining information. So as you're listening to the sessions, and sometimes it may be overwhelming at first because there's a lot of information, your conscious mind is going to pick out and filter what's important to you. That's what you're going to be hearing. Subconsciously, you're going to be recording all the other information. It's going to be impressed and imprinted into the subconscious. That's where the 20 million bits of information, and basically another area of research shows that the subconscious can be aware of 90 billion bits of information per second, and the conscious mind only 3,000 to 4,000. So you're not going to be hearing everything on the session, so you don't really have to try. All you have to do is just sit back and relax, and the information that your conscious mind is focusing on is what is important for you at that time. Now, another question that people ask is, how many times a day can I use my MindFit? Well, up to 3 times a day. And by listening to the programs, people have reported making positive changes without the common struggles that are often associated with behavior change. So 3 times a day, you can listen to it morning, noon, and night, or whatever your schedule will allow. In the last slide today, really is the most important thing, enjoying your mind fit every day. So all you have to do, again, is close your eyes and relax. In minutes, you'll feel if you've landed on cloud nine. And after the session, your brain will be balanced and recharged, and you'll feel rejuvenated and revitalized, just as you would had you had a couple-hour nap.